All right, guys. I was sitting here talking with my son and decided to pick up my phone and check my messages. And lo and behold, I had something sent to me. Hold on just a minute here. Okay. All right. Something sent to me, and it was about something, but I want to give a message to Truth Convoy first. Denise Matteau of Corpus Christi, Texas. No, I had nothing to do with this. In case you listen to my show and you automatically think, oh, Clovis. Okay, well, let me tell you something. I had nothing to do with this. And it's from your hometown, not mine. So don't even go there making a show and spurting off that you say this has all got to do with Clovis. You bet Clovis had something to do with this, because that ain't happening. All right. So anyway, now I'm done addressing that. I wanted to tell you guys, this is breaking news, and it just came to me, and I was like, what the crap? And let me see here. Right here, let me bring it up. Bring it up. Okay. I'm gonna hurry up because I'm not feeling good at all today. 11 arrested in armed militia group standoff with the police near Boston. So what happened was, it says a special operations unit arrives after state police announced they were conducting a search for armed persons following a traffic stop in Wakesfield, Massachusetts, you know, where Truth Convoy is from. United States, July 3rd, 2021, Reuters. July 3rd, 11 heavily armed, self-professed militia members were arrested near Boston. I can't have these up here. I keep looking at them and not doing the news. What the heck? Okay, so let's get back to this, shall we? 11 heavily armed, self-professed militia members were arrested near Boston Saturday, ending an overnight stand. Overnight stand, guys. They stood against the police. Okay? Off that shut a major U.S. interstate at the start of the Independence Day holiday. So it says here, the group identified by militia media outlets, including WBZ, Boston, and CBS affiliate, are members of the Rise of the Moors? I'll have to look that up. A group that does not recognize American laws. Now, there you go, Truth Convoy. There you go. Now, there's your people. There's your sovereign citizen. Because, see, I pay property taxes. I listen to the laws and obey the laws. I live by the laws. And I also pay taxes. And I do everything that a person that follows government and has, you know, that agrees with government would do. People that don't believe they have to deal with the laws of the land, and they don't have to deal with the police departments and all that. That's your sovereign citizens that you accuse me and others of being. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, and I'm doing this for court purposes because this is how she's got me now. I'm afraid to even do my own shows because she makes something dreadfully stupid and ignorant and dangerous out of each show that I do. So I hope she's a pretty well happy-go-lucky woman for the 4th of July being mentioned this weekend. So anyway, the group identified by militia group outlets include WBZ, Boston, and CBS affiliates and members of the Rise of the Moors. I think that's how you say it. Well, we're going to find out if I'm saying it correctly. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. This is so messed up. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly, guys. Pronounce. Oh, wow. How did Google know that I wanted to pronounce that? Now, see, that's not right. Google got me all checked out. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, here we don't go.
Here are some matching videos.
No, not the videos. Anyway, we're just going to call them Moors right now. A group that does not recognize American laws but professes to be peaceful. Okay, but they had a standoff with police. And this is during the holiday. So what were they doing traveling with? And they were heavily armed from what we're hearing. What were they doing traveling like that on a holiday? I hope they're on the FBI list. A lot of other people are. 2 of the men were taken into custody early in the morning as officers negotiated with the leaders, plural, not leader, leaders, seeking their peaceful surrender. Another 7 were apprehended after 10 a.m., police said in the statement. Police remained on the scene and found 2 additional people, bringing the arrest total to 11. No other information was immediately available on the arrest. No shots have been reported fired, and no injuries were reported. Thank God that it went down the way it did. It went down smoothly. During the encounter, which started about 1 a.m., when a state trooper saw 2 cars stopped in a breakdown lane with groups of men armed with rifles and pistols standing around, the police said. The group, whose self-professed leader told police that the men were traveling from Rhode Island to Maine for some training scattered into the nearby woods of Interstate 95 after police asked for their identification and gun permits. Police closed the highway near Wakesfield. You probably know where that's at, right? Truth Convoy, I bet you do. About 14 miles north of Boston. And no, I had nothing to do with this. Jesus. Because she'll say I did. I mean, she will. Because she has her manic moments, when her manic starts flipping the hell out. Yeah, and then she starts accusing people of being all kinds of stuff. Hell, before it's over, she'll start saying we're aliens. Just give her time. I'm just saying. So anyway, state police. It's sad. I can't even do a show. I don't even want to do shows no more. That's why I'm not on here often anymore. I don't even want to do them no more. You know why? Because I'm sick of the crap. I'm sick of people in general. I'm just saying. I have my friends that I talk to, and they know who they are. They got my phone number. They got my Twitter messages. They know who they are, and they know I'm not talking about them. State Police Colonel Christopher Manson said in the 7 a.m. news conference that the police were committed to negotiating with the group. As the hours stretched on, some of the members talked to police near their cars, while others remained in the woods. Ooh, they were in the woods. See, they're getting ready. According to the local media report, they were hiding. They're like, oh, shit. The self-professed leader wants it very much known that their ideology is not anti-government, Mason said, but added that police do not know what their ideology is. Well, why don't you just educate us on what you really are? But the quick down and dirty observation is that their actions have had a significant impact on the motoring public, particularly given that this is a holiday weekend. Now, I don't know if Massachusetts is a Republican state or a Democrat state. If it's a Democrat state, they'll get by with it. If it's a Republican state, they need to be in trouble. Just like, the ones that were at the insurrection at the Capitol. You know what I mean? Just saying. So, yeah, there's your story. And I wanted to bring this news to you because I really do not feel like, let me make this bigger. There we go. I really do not feel like I'm shopping while I'm talking. I can't focus. It's pitiful. Oh, and I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I didn't send this out to everybody. I sent it out to a few people. The link, because I wanted to hurry up and get this done and get off here because I am in a lot of pain, which I will mention something else before I leave. I'm going to have recordings of it, and I've already called my state senator on this because of what took place before surgery is even done, what conversation I had with the director of the hospital. So right here it says an armored police. Oh, let me go back here. Okay. A special operations unit arrived after the state police announced that they were conducting a search for armed persons following a traffic stop in Wakesfield, Massachusetts, U.S., July 3rd, 2021. Reuters. This happened today. Dang it. Okay, so right here it says armed police vehicles leave the scene after state police announced they were conducting a search for armed persons following a traffic stop in Wakesfield, Massachusetts, United States, July 3rd, 2021. I don't even know how to say this woman's name. Middlesex. Oh, is that her name? Or is that the name of the county? Middlesex County District Attorney. Wait a minute. That's the name of the county. Now we know freaking Truth Convoy's issue. I'm just saying. Damn, woman. Middlesex. See, that's why it's always on her damn mind. That's right here. She came from places that's named like this. She may not came from this county, but Lord knows if one county's named like that, you can imagine I'm going to search all the other counties. I bet you I can find something crazy. Because crazy came out of crazy. Look at her. Middlesex County. I can't even say it without giggling. District Attorney Marion Ryan speaks to report. I was a district attorney of Middlesex. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's the first time I giggled in days. Ouch. Ow. Okay. Middlesex. I can't laugh. It's not good. Middlesex County District Attorney Marion Ryan speaks to reporters after state police resolved an incident with armed persons following a traffic stop in Wakesfield, Massachusetts. Okay, so we now know that that county is in Wakesfield, Massachusetts, you know, somewhere around the state from where Truth Convoy came from. You know, Denise Matteau, the cheap phone ninja of Corpus Christi, Texas. U.S. July 3rd, 2021. She started it. A special operations unit arrives after state police announced they were conducting a search for armed persons following a traffic stop in Wakesfield, Massachusetts. U.S. July 3rd again. Okay, so this all happened on July 3rd, or when did it? No, they posted on July 3rd. So it could have been the day before. An armed police, I think it was the day before. An armed police vehicle. Okay, I already read that. So here we are. No, this is one of the guys, evidently. Oh, wow, look at that top. I like that. Oh, I like this right here. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to cut my ads off. I have them on because when I go look at news, I look at the ads too. That's my problem. They even have their own flag. Great. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I've seen that flag somewhere else. Used for a different purpose. So that's going to be something I'm going to check into. Uh-huh. A cadre of armed men from a militia group called the Rise of the Moors shut down a highway outside of Boston for more than 9 hours on Saturday morning after allegedly refusing to comply with police orders and taking off into the woods with guns. The group says on their website that they're Moorish Americans dedicated to educating new Moors and influencing our elders. All righty. In YouTube videos of the incident, they claim they were only trying to travel peacefully to their private land. Oh my God. Now, wait a minute. Stop. Hold the presses. Denise, shut your brain off for a minute. I need time. So they have their own private land, and that's what, quote, they call it, private land. And Waco, it's a compound, and the FBI and them just burned it up. And then Ruby Ridge was a family who wanted to get off the grid, but then it upsets the police when Ruby Ridge wants to get off, you know, there's a lot more I'm talking about here too. This is messed up. So they get to go to their private land, heavily armed. Yeah, okay, I got you now. Okay, peacefully to their private land to camp and train on Saturday. Why they need training? Shit. CBS Boston reported that they were headed from Rhode Island to Maine. According to Massachusetts State Police, a trooper saw two cars on the side of the I-95 at about 1:30 a.m. with hazard lights on, attempting to add gas to their tanks. When the officers stopped to assist, they noticed the men were wearing military gear and had a lot of guns. The trooper asked for the driver's license and gun license, but the men allegedly refused to provide any and refused to put down their weapons. The trooper called for backup, but some of the men fled. You know, they jumped out of their cars and ran. Police said. In a live stream video on the group's YouTube page, a member of the group dressed in camo gear said they were traveling with gas tanks to refuel their cars so they would avoid making any unnecessary stops. I can believe that. They don't want to get caught looking like a militia. I mean, come on. They pull over to the gas station, they're going to get stopped. You pull on the side of the road, you're going to get stopped. I mean, come on. You have state troopers and state police out there running the roads. Are you seriously going to tell me? Okay, we live and learn is all I got to say. A member of the group dressed in camo. And you know why I had nothing to do with this, Truth Convoy? Not a damn thing to do with this. Because I can tell you right now, this militia group ain't going to have a damn thing to do with me because of my skin color. Just saying. So you can't blame this one on none of us. And don't blame it on Merrick either. Yeah, I'm throwing you to the dog, Merrick. You're gonna go down in this boat with me, buddy. Just Merrick's like, thanks a lot. In a live stream video, a member of the group dressed in camo gear said they were traveling with gas tanks to refuel their cars so they could avoid, ow, I can't laugh. Ouch. Making any unnecessary stops that might alert or alarm the public. He claimed they had not violated any laws, and they didn't. They really didn't, because they legally allowed to own guns in the state from which they traveled. He claimed they had asked officers to explain what their probable cause was, and a sergeant allegedly said he did not know. We do not intend to be hostile. We do not intend to be aggressive, he said, adding that they are not anti-police or black identity extremists. Our nation has a treaty with your government. Say what? The man said. Really now? Gesturing to another man standing on the highway holding what looked to be, oh my God, is this the video? Hold on. Let's play this beautiful baiting footage. Is it going to play? Oh my God. Oh, it's unavailable. Oh, well, gosh, that's see. All right. Damn. Okay, so let me find it here. Okay. I think that's like one of the big cannon things, ain't it? Oh, no, it's a flag. The Moroccan flag. Let me write this shit down because I'm going to look these guys up and study this shit. You can't make this crap up. I'm just saying. Hold on. I want to write this shit down. Okay. Well, you know what? I can copy and paste and get it in instead of write the crap down. I'm not with myself today. Okay. I want to get off me. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Man, I can't. I'm hurting. Okay. Oh, it's a country in North America. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Okay. No, in there. No. I'm live. Hold on just a minute. Come here, babe. Come here. Hold on, guys. Okay, I had my son's getting ready to go home. Okay, so I want to show you guys this right here. Okay. Okay. North American county bordering the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea is distinguished by its Berber, Arabian, European culture influences. Markish media and maize-like meal. Okay. So this is like not even in our country. It's in Africa. So this is what they're doing, I say. Okay, so they're not even from this country, I don't think. So here it is. He said they were immune to the state laws, but they have a treaty with our government. That I want to find out. What the hell are they talking about? They have a treaty with our government. and they don't have to obey the state laws. And who gave them the damn treaty? That's my problem. Our nation has a treaty. Okay, hold on. So let's see this a minute. This is and why do they have a treaty? And who did the treaty? Okay, no, who signed the treaty is what I want to know. Who signed between U.S. and okay. Binding for 50 years, the treaty was signed by Thomas Jefferson at Paris on January 1st, 1987, and John Adams in London on January 25th, 1787, and was ratified by Congress on July 18th, 1787. Okay, he does know that the treaty is no longer. It was signed again the 28th of June. Looking for how. No. Dude, does he even know his treaty is expired? The treaty was ratified, the latest, in 1786, a document that remains the longest. Let's quote this again, July 15th. June 28th and July 15th, Morocco has a treaty with our government, July 15th, 1786. He does now know that treaty is like in void, right? Because it ain't been re-signed. It's supposed to be a 50-year treaty. It says binding. Hold on. And I'm not seeing, if someone else can find it, I'd be glad to, do a retraction. Binding for 50 years, the treaty was signed by Thomas Jefferson at Paris on January 1st, 1787, and John Adams at London on January 25th, 1787. It was ratified by Congress on July 18th, 1787. Does he? There's not an up-to-date one. So this is what I don't understand. Does he not? Wait a minute, June 23rd. No. Oh. Treaty between the United States of America, signed July 22nd. Okay, force. Preamble. Oh, no, that's the preamble. Oh, no, here it is. Kingdom of Morocco, 1991. Clinton was in office in 1991. Am I correct? Shit. No, Bush. Bush was. Ratified by President of the United States of America, 4th of 1981. Treaty benefits use of Morocco's address and therefore get to reduce treaty. Oh, you kidding me? So he's going, no, it's not. No, okay, I'm going to do a retraction. It is a treaty between them. So they don't have to listen to our police, our state laws, is what he's saying. Our nation has a treaty with your government, the man said, gesturing to another man standing on the highway holding what looked to be a flag, their flag. He said they were immune to the state laws. You're going to live in the state, but you're going to be immune to them. That don't make no sense. Why should they? I'm tired of this immunity bullshit that we have with other countries. Then they come over here and do their damn crimes and use our Constitution to have their rights to do their damn crimes. But then these guys, if they have a treaty, that tells me that they're not even of this country. Is that where am I coming down to this correctly? I mean, am I making any sense of what I'm saying here? Because this here has got me. Hell, I don't know if Grace Kelly was married to the. I'll allow it right now, but I won't let next time. So, yeah. I'm going to turn off my chat because I don't want to read it. So hold on a minute. Okay. So anyway, here it is. They get to travel on the roads and they don't have to live our treaties. I mean, right here, he says it. Okay. right here, and this one right here, said they were immune to the state laws, and that's pretty shitty. Immune to the state laws. So I'm gonna search this Morocco band out, or whatever. Moroccan. Did I say that right? Moroccan. No, whatever the hell. And I'm going to look at their treaty, and I'm going to really pitch a bitch. I'm going to pitch a bitch like you never seen before, because that's not right. We have other groups that were born and raised in this country, and they were burned out, shot up, and all this other stuff. And then here we have a group that comes from another country over here and going to travel with and not be questioned. Where is the FB freaking I? That I'm accused of being a part of, right? Truth Convoy. I can't stand her. That's why I don't even like doing shows anymore. I don't like people, but I'm getting over it. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I will put all this in the comment section. There's a lot of them. You can go and look at more, which I'm going to be actually doing another show on this if I'm up to it. I see the surgeon on Tuesday morning, so it'd probably be before that, maybe. Keep my mind out the surgery. But I wanted to talk to you guys because this is where we're standing with this COVID bullshit. I got to have a surgery. I was in severe pain since last Saturday morning, mid-morning. And it lasted till the following Monday. So I called my doctor and he got me in right away. And he sent me straight over to the emergency room. And well, in the emergency room, they gave me nothing for pain until after all the examinations were done. And even then, it wasn't a narcotic. I refused narcotics. I asked for something that's, going to take care of the problem, but no, I don't want a narcotic. So they gave me this inflammation pill, and it says it was great for what was ailing me. And it is. It worked fine, and it wasn't a narcotic. So I had them prescribe it in a pill form. But anyway, let's get down to the facts here. They did a CT. Came back and showed me on my x-rays, showed them to me. I have an 8mm kidney stone, and I'm not able to pass it. And if I try to pass it, it can lacerate my kidneys, and I can bleed eternally and die. So to me, this is a dire need to get surgery. They checked my urine and I'm telling you all this because you'll learn through your, and I've learned from a few women that I've talked to already on here that they've had similar issues with kidney stones. So it's an ongoing thing. It's done a lot. And so anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here. I'm in a lot of pain. So anyway, they checked my urine and found out I had a mild infection. So they need to clean the infection up before they go to do the surgery. They're going to go through the bladder and they're going to put take a laser and bust it up and put a stent in, and that way you pass it. So I still get to go through the pain of passing. Just saying, all right. Been living in a lot of pain. Okay. I don't want any pity because this is something a lot of other people went through. Okay. And so I called the surgeon to make an appointment to see him. And I was talking to the office of that surgeon, and they said they're going to do a COVID test before surgery. And I said, why? See, I refuse to get them swabs put in my nose. I'll do a COVID test by spitting or blood, but I will refuse to let them put that in my nose. So she says, well, I said, because of the oxygen my nose is always inflamed anyway up in there. And I have some nosebleeds. I prefer not to put the swab up there because I'm not afraid of being tested for COVID because I know I don't have it. And so she says, well, we can go ahead and do the spit test. I'll put that down as a referral that you need that done instead of the swab. And I said, okay. But before I talked to that office, I had talked to the hospital and said, because I had heard in the emergency room that they were going to do a COVID test. They called it a swab test before I got any surgery done. If they had to do emergency surgery, they wanted to inform me they were going to do a swab. And I said, the hell you are. So I called the directors of the hospital and talked to the department. And this is what they said. And I'm going to get it on recording Tuesday, because I called my state senator and I'm wanting help from him to pass laws that this is bullcrap. This COVID thing has gotten a little ridiculous and these hospitals are making money. Now I'm ready to leave this one hospital that's affiliated to go to a different hospital that's affiliated as well, just to get away from them because of what I was told. The director had told me, I says, well, I refuse the swab. And before I can say I'll do this test, I said, I refuse the swab test. And she spoke up angrily and assertively and said, quote, and I repeated what she said so my husband can hear. If you refuse the swab test, we will deny your surgery and we will go ahead and put you down as COVID anyway. Okay. Denying me surgery is one thing. I can get over that because they have a right to deny you service if you refuse to do a COVID test. That's, you can thank our Congress and all the other freaking government up there for doing that one. But to say they're going to falsify my records, my medical records, and put something down that they're not sure I even have because no test was done is against my rights. So being in pain and being, not sleeping enough, and I didn't word it correctly when I said, well, that's against my rights. I meant about, falsifying my medical record. She says, no, ma'am, it's not. Now, we all know that these hospitals have gained a lot of dough from the government on these COVID stimulus bullshit packages to claim as much COVID as possible so they don't look like derelicts doing their damn job trying to push the agenda of this whole damn thing. So I'm going to call back this director and I'm going to have her repeat herself. I'm going to inform her I am recording because they informed me they're recording for training purposes. Well, I'm training myself how to take care of crap like this shit. So I'm going to be recording for training purposes as well. But how dare hospitals have a right to falsify your medical records if you refuse that test? Now, I understand they want to be careful. I clearly understand that. I'm willing to do a spit test, blood test, but I'm not willing to let them stick a swab up my nostrils when they're inflamed and bleeding all the time. I have nosebleeds all the time from the oxygen. Okay? There's no way in hell I'm going to let them stick a swab all the way up there and cause more injury to my nose. But to tell me they would go ahead and put it on my record I have COVID when they didn't even get the test done to prove that I had it or I didn't have is wrong, and it is against our rights. It's tearing down the very fabric of this hypocritical, oath that they took. That's how bad this whole agenda bullshit has gotten. I've never wore a mask, not going to. And matter of fact, in the emergency room at this certain hospital, when they called me back there, not one nurse was wearing a mask. Not even the one, he wasn't even wearing one. Now, isn't that something? And that was the emergency room where he told me himself. I said, how many COVID patients have come through here? And he goes, oh, gobs, but you're not wearing a mask. You see what I'm talking about? This is actual proof, guys. Actual proof. I'm not saying COVID is not real. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying, why push the agenda of wearing masks and taking tests when you don't do it your damn self? Now, the only thing I didn't ask the guy, and he was a good nurse. I mean, he's saying to me, he made sure I had everything I needed. He kept me comfortable. He kept me informed of every moment of anything that had to do with me. He was he was jokative. He made the stay a little more comfortable. And then he gave me pain medicine in my IV. He did the IV. Well, 2 jabs was a little too much for me. You know me and needles, right? Okay, well. And not only that, what upset me more than anything was I looked over when he had bandaged, the IV was done. And I looked over at the tray and there's 2 little vials. Now this happened of my blood. And I'm like, wow, when did you get that? Because I didn't know when he got it. He did it very quickly. He goes, well, you want me to take some more? And I said, no, I'm just saying, well, when did you get that? Because I had turned my head to look around the room while he was putting the needle in. I don't like watching it. You guys heard me about needles, right? So I see him take a big syringe, and I kid you not, this is honest God truth, pulled in all my blood from both them vials into a big syringe and was poking it into these certain syringes. And there had to be about 1 inch left in that big round vial, in that syringe, I mean. And he threw it in the hazard thing, you know, the container that sits on the wall. I said, you going to throw that much blood? You going to throw that much my blood away? He goes, well, you want me to put it back in? I go, no. So why take that much blood? Really? Seriously? So yeah, I have an issue. Of why this woman, the director, wanted to push the swab on me when I can't do the swab. Deny me the surgery, I'll go to another hospital. I don't care if you get the money or not, that my insurance will pay out big bucks for your surgery. So you just lost that much, but I guess that's nothing to you. This is what I'm saying, these hospitals. And I called the other hospital. There's several of them here. And I called the one that I called that's, you know, the opposite of them. And they said the only time that they do one is if they're going to sedate the person and literally cut them open, which is what's going to happen to me. And I understand that. My daughter goes and gets her infusions and she does not. She's not on any pills anymore. All the medication has been taken away, but she's still on her infusions. And they have not tested her for COVID. So that's what I'm saying. I don't mind the test. She said you could be a carrier. And that could be true. But if I have the antibodies, they're not getting them. They die with me. Sorry, but I'm not here to save the world. No offense. I'll give to my family. I won't give to nobody else. So here we are. Can't believe that I was actually told that you will falsify my records and put me down as COVID anyway. Isn't that something? So my senator's office, his assistant, Brian, got back with me, but I didn't answer my phone. I was sleeping. And he said he wanted to find out more about this information. And I called him back and left it. And he said he knew it was the weekend, but he wanted to try to get this done as soon as possible so he have it ready for Tuesday. And I told him, I called him back and he didn't answer. He's probably busy too. And I said, I know it's the weekend, but here's a little bit of intake of what happened. And I'm going to let you know. I'm going to record when I call back and talk to these people again. And I'm going to let them know. And I'm going to talk to the same woman because I wrote her name down. And I'm going to request her. And I'm going to say, you know, you told me this. She cannot back out of what she told me. How dare a hospital be able to change your records? And that's been going on. And now I have proof of what's happening. It's kind of alarming to know that you can't even have your medical records safe anymore. You know how when you used to go to the doctor's office and it was your first time visiting the doctor, they give you a bunch of these papers to sign, and you have to go, and there's one of the papers that has how do you have anyone in your family that has had cancer, breast cancer, all kinds of stuff, kidneys, colon, blah, 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 blah. And it goes on asking all these questions about your history because that helps the doctor. Supposedly that helps the doctor prove what could be ailing you. Could be genetic, or it could be that it runs in your family or something like that. And now they're going to start putting COVID down when they don't have a right to mark your damn medical record with COVID. That pisses me off. So yeah, I have an issue when a director of the hospital, one of the directors told me this herself. And I said, that's against my rights. And you know what she said? No, ma'am, it is not. Can I have your name, please? And I said, hell no, you can't have my name. And I hung up the phone. But this is what I'm telling you. They tell me that I have a very large kidney stone that I'm not going to be able to pass. It's causing me excruciating pain. I have done everything possible to stay off narcotics and to stay with things that are not addicting. Lavender sea salt baths to soak. The inflammation pill that the doctor prescribed for me that's not a narcotic. I've been doing everything. And what kills me is my own health caretakers are telling me that they're going to falsify my records if I deny a swab test. Isn't that something? So how? And that makes me go to think now, guys. And Truth Convoy, I'm announcing you through this whole thing because I want the courts to know you attack everything I talk about because you will be pulled into court. I'm not playing. After my surgery, I'm coming hot and heavy after you with court. And my attorney's ready. See, my husband got to hear a little bit of what you spew, and he got mad and said, get him. Get the attorney, and let's serve her. So you can spew and keep spewing, and I'm going to keep recording you, and I'm going to make sure you get evaluated because I'm done with you trashing my name. And any damn else of anyone that wants to keep playing with me. I'm done. A person can only take so much. So, what is the truth of how many COVID patients there really are in this country? If they can falsify your records, how many people have actually been against this whole thing and went in and got denied denied taking the swab test and denied taking the surgery? And I mean, they were denied the surgery. Let me explain that. Retract that, make it better. To be denied the surgery, and then on their medical records, they're marked down as having COVID. So another number hits the slot for the bucks that they're going to get on the stimulus COVID package that these hospitals are getting. Wow. So I'm not going to believe the numbers that the hospital's pumping out. And when I was at the doctor's office, we were told by the woman that checked me in that hospital and another hospital were full with COVID patients. The emergency rooms were packed. When I got there, I was the only person going in besides this one man waiting for his wife. And they came out and got me, didn't have a long wait. When I asked the nurse how many COVID patients, he says a lot. And I said, well, how many's in the hospital? Oh, not that many. Okay, I thought to myself, you just contradicted yourself. So what is really the total true number of COVID patients out in this country? And you know good and damn well, and I'm going to tell them too before they put me under, you do not give me the shot. I deny the shot. But see, that bothers me because if they're willing to falsify your medical records, you think they're willing to falsify the fact they gave you the stab? I'm just saying. So I'm very, very upset right now. It wouldn't pay Truth Convoy to really mess with me at this moment in time because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of attorney fees, I'm thinking, and attorneys. So go ahead, Truth Convoy. Set your fate, baby girl. So there's my problem. I could try to pass this thing and it stay blockage and then it kills me anyway, or causes an infection that's going to go through my body. Or it's going to try to pass and lacerate my kidneys and internal bleeding and could die. Or go under the knife, not trusting those who are over you while you're out. Damn. Couldn't have been more friggin' fricked up as it is right now. And I said fricked, not the F-U-C-K. I did it differently. I am trying to cut down on the cussing. So this is a dilemma. This is really something that should wake up a lot of people. What the hell? When they can falsify your records, how many people have it on their record that they have COVID and they don't? It never was tested. But COVID went down on their record anyway. The hospitals should be made to answer these questions. And that's what I'm doing to my state. I want my senator to check into this and question these people. Hell, I'm going to even invite Veritas down here to infiltrate in and find out the truth. So I'm really upset. They're talking surgery, going through my bladder, and taking a laser and busting that thing up. Man, it's like every time I talk about that thing, it fucking hurts. Sorry, said the F word there, didn't I? I'm sorry. It freaking hurts. It's got ears. That's scary. If it came out with ears, I'd really be flipping. But anyway, this is what's got me so upset. And I haven't been online because, doing shows and stuff. And I really haven't been following any streams. I think I went to Eric's for a few minutes last night. I was in pain. I told him I'm taking a bath. I'll listen to this thing later. And I did. I've been living in baths, just to warm baths. It's lavender and sea salt. You guys would be surprised what lavender and sea salt does do for your aches. And, it's just, it hurts. I'm getting maybe, little sleep here, and I'd wake up after 20, 30 minutes, and then a little sleep here. I'd wake up after 2 hours, a little sleep here and there. I'm not getting a full night's sleep. It's that bad. So I'm going to go see the surgeon. And I have never had any type of affiliation with this surgeon whatsoever. So I don't know what kind of person he is. Not like I know my doctor. I do know that it's down on my records. I am never to have any type of, what do you call them? I just said it today to my son. No respirator is going to be put down my throat. No, not happening. So this has got me really scared, and it's got me upset. And it's got me to the point that I'm really now wondering, what did this COVID stimulus package really do for everybody? And people are out there spending the money like crazy. See, those of you that want to keep causing problems like Truth Convoy, you can thank your government, because I never touched a dime of that stimulus money. It's going all towards lawyer fees. And with 2 kids and 2 adults, we got a lot of it came in. We have not touched it because we figured they might have made a mistake and want to pull some of it back. Well, you know what? They haven't yet. So it's going on attorney fees. I'm not playing with people no more. I ask to be left alone. I have too much going on in my life to be messing around with a bunch of eggheads. And that is exactly what you guys are. I don't stalk nobody. I don't bother nobody. I don't go around nobody. And those of you that I am still talking to and close to, I'm not out there doing what they think I am or what they're telling people I'm doing. And I'm not no perfect person by far, but I'll tell you this right now. Truth Convoy, you have made your last bash on me. So you better get all the punches in you can, because I am coming for you with the court of law. I so promise you on my death, I'm coming for you. See, you just hit my bucket list, bitch, because I'm fed up. And I have no problem calling you a bitch in court, because I will prove why I am so frustrated and aggravated at a woman that won't shut the hell up. No matter what good I do, she turns it into something of an atrocity of tragedy and lawlessness and everything else. And I'm freaking fed the frick up. You can't even leave people alone, and you're not going to stop until they're either dead or in jail. Well, to tell you the truth, I'll come through the surgery fine. So you're going to, pray upon that ain't going to happen for you. And I do not anything against the law. So you tell me. I don't do drugs, but you affiliate me with those that do. I don't do half the shit that you sit and some of the people you mentioned, I have no idea who they are. There's a lot more going on in this world than me having to deal with you. But me and my husband both feel that you're putting a target on my back. And we have 2 little girls in this house and our pets, and this is our home. And how dare you put a target on my back, knowing that you're probably, you know, crazy attracts crazy. And you are mentally ill. So I can imagine the people you're attracting. And Kimmy knows, sits in that chat room. I think I've heard her on your platform. I never heard this woman's voice before. But she has children too. But she sits there and modifies for you and listens to your crap and chimes in every once in a while on your little bitch fests. And she's a mother? Wow. Okay. See, our moral senses went down the drain now. So I'll give you an update on what's going on with the hospitals and surgery and everything. And I'll also give you an update, but I'm going to check into the COVID statistics because I feel now they're liars. The CDC and the World Health Organization has made a mistake, or they intentionally want you to think that you know, the statistics of COVID is way the heck up there, just shooting the charts. Give me a break. So anyway, there you go. There's a militia group. I'm going to check into that. I'm going to be checking in more to the surgery thing, and I'll let you guys know how I'm doing. Kay Rand, thank you for the flowers. They're beautiful, girlfriend. I love you so much. She's a wonderful person. She, not just because of the flowers, but because she checks on me and she talks to me on the phone a lot, and she keeps me awake on things that are happening in the world. We don't talk about anybody else, just things that are happening in the world. Her life, my life, what causes she has and what causes I have, as far as what we want done in this country, what we believe in. There's a lot of other people I can name, but I'm not going to start giving names, but it's the fact that there are so many good people that I'm associated with and affiliated with, and I wouldn't trade them off for nothing in the world. They've been good to me. And I appreciate every one of them. But this thing that had to do with my medical issue, they have no idea what they've unleashed. Now that I have that under my belt, they have no idea. Am I going to sue them? No. But I'm going to make it hell for them to put that on someone else's record. I can guarantee it. I want my senator to call a committee meeting and make them have to fess up what they're doing. Enough's enough. All right, guys. Love you. And I'll talk to you guys later, and have a good night. And just a word to the people that I walked away from. If I'm not coming to your channel bothering you, do me the grace, and I'm doing it in a nice way here. Don't come bothering mine. Okay? Do it in a nice way. Just let's part. All right? No ill will, just asking a favor. All right, guys, you have a good night. I'm going to go spend time with my family. And I'm going to go take one of them lavender and sea salt baths. I'll see you later. Peace out.